Hello friends and welcome back to the shop. Today is Sunday, December 22nd. It is a very cold morning here in southeastern Pennsylvania. I believe it was 6 degrees Fahrenheit when I got up this morning. But that's what the holiday season is supposed to be like. And this of course is the last video that I will be making before Christmas, so I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas. You can see we still have our decorations up from the Friday night live stream last Friday. We had a conversation with Santa Claus, which is always a lot of fun. If you haven't and you want to just hear the latest from the North Pole, check out the Friday night live stream from this past Friday. It's always great to chat with Santa, and really appreciate him taking his time out to join us every year. And by the way, if you've got kids, do not let them watch that live stream. It's the only live stream I have to age restrict, and I do that on purpose because, you know, when it says conversation with Santa, I don't want a little kid thinking, oh boy, I'm going to get to talk with you. Anyway, not that we're that bad, but we're not, you know, it's not shopping mall Santa we're dealing with, because he's an underling. Anyway, before I get too far off into Babbleland, I am smoking my Talbert Squat Bulldog, and I have some of the remainder of my 2023 blend. This is the one that I make out of the last bowl of any novel tobacco that I enjoyed that year. And if you want to know details about this, you can go back to my first video of 2024, and you'll hear about it there because you make the blend the year before. So right now, this is the 2024 blend, which I will smoke in the first video of January. But if I don't finish up the 2023 blend by midnight on December 31st, something bad will happen. I don't know what. The furnace is going to be going off and on because it's cold here. That's why my voice is going to sound like I'm underwater. I get that comment all the time. I apologize, but it's too cold for me to turn it off, and this is life. So I now probably sound like I'm underwater. Sorry. I know at least one person likes it. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Dean. So Christmas is coming, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and looking forward to the new year ahead, and you know, the sort of summation of the holiday season in that one day. And it's more than one day. It's actually an extended celebration, but that one day. And if you're Christian and you're looking forward to this as the remembrance of the birth of the Savior, you know, that makes the season really, really important. If you're not, it's just a good time to reflect on the goodness of people. You know, the fact that we're all in this together, and no matter what our differences are, there are times when we set them aside. And I wish I could say we wish one another Merry Christmas, but unfortunately most people now say Happy Holidays. I still say Merry Christmas. There's a lot of people in this area that still say it to me. I was at a lunch. I took my group, my work group, out to lunch last week, and we're sitting there, and the person next to me said, well, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I said, thank you. And they said, oh, I'm sorry, I should have said Happy Holidays. It's okay. It's okay. People get so sensitive about things. You know, why? I don't know why that would be offensive. You know, I don't get offended when people say Happy Holidays, and so I don't know why Merry Christmas is offensive, but I don't want to get off into that. The point is that this is a time of year when the Happy Holidayers and the Merry Christmasers can both smile at one another and know that in your heart you wish the best for that person, and that they wish the best for you. At least that's the hope. And yes, it's overly commercialized, and yes, it starts in October now, and it's destroyed Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's just a monster of commerce. There's still something good about seeing that Christmas tree in the center of your town, or seeing your neighbors stringing up lights and everybody bustling back and forth to the stores in the cold and the snow, and the smell of things baking in preparation for Christmas, or the smell of Christmas dinner cooking. It's all just wonderful, you know. And sure, part of it is nostalgia, and that's a good thing, you know. We don't want to be caught in the past, but we can enjoy the memories of the past and look fondly upon them, and sometimes say that things were better. There's nothing wrong with that. But we also need to look forward and carry with us a bit of that spirit of oneness, of joy, of peace. Not enough peace in the world, you know? And I know that sounds trite and everything, but I have a bumper sticker on my car. It's a magnetic bumper sticker. And it's a political magnetic bumper sticker showing who I supported in the last presidential election. Now, the truth is, I put it on my car to annoy people. Okay, I knew what I was doing. I was not, I've never had such a thing before. This is the first time I've ever done it. But there were certain people that I just needed to annoy. My neighbor being one of them, who, by the way, goes way overboard with the political signs and stuff. So, you know, I just had this one little thing. Anyway, somebody stole it. Somebody walked up to my car and took my bumper sticker because apparently it offended them. That's just, we got to get past this stuff, you know? And granted, I'm just as bad as that person because I put it up there knowing that it was going to annoy people. But I didn't break any laws. I didn't take anyone's property. I didn't, you know, and this person probably feels self-justified in doing that. It's okay to believe different things, you know. It's okay to think that the right thing to say is Merry Christmas, or to think that the safer thing to say is Happy Holidays. That's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. It's okay to support a political candidate that your friend doesn't support. And it's okay for them to support someone else. You can still be friends, you know? Where the line gets crossed is when you start attacking that other person for what they believe. You know, that's not right. We're allowed to believe different things. And that's the kind of peace I'm talking about. Look at other people with the kind of love that you think or you hope that God is looking at you with. Try to see other people through the eyes of God. And if you're not a religious person, make up whatever else you want to put in there. You know, the eyes of the universe or whatever. But look at another person as if they're your brother and sister in God. You were created by the same force, whether that force be God or evolution or whatever you believe. You were created by the same force, and look at that person as if you are in some way connected with them through that. You know, if your brother believes something different, do you stop talking to him? Do you hate him? Do you call him names? Or you just say, you're crazy, you dummy. But what am I going to do? Furnace has returned, so I'm going to sound like I'm underwater again. Don't comment on it. Where am I going with this? What I'm trying to get to is that this is a time of year when we learn to set those things aside. When we learn that we can. And we learn that we can look at that other person and love them. And that's what I hope for all of you and for myself in the coming year that we do a better job of that. And I'm not saying that we in any way compromise our beliefs. I'm just saying that we be more accepting of other people's beliefs. If someone's a jerk, call them a jerk. But if someone just thinks differently from you, don't assume that they're a jerk because of that. Don't assume that they're a bigot or they're a sexist or whatever. You know that person. You know, if you've known them for a long time, you know what they're capable of. You know how they act. You know what's in their heart. Just because they say something that disagrees with you, don't turn against that. People are a lot more than their beliefs, and yes, our beliefs shape us. They shape us, and in some sense they define us. But it doesn't mean that we are the thing that someone that disagrees with us believes those things lead to. I hope that makes sense. And I know I'm rambling now, but that's what I wanted to do. My favorite Christmas hymn, Christmas carol, whatever you would call it, is I think it's called The Bells on Christmas Day, but I know it as Peace on Earth, Goodwill to Men. I've always loved that. When I was a kid, my parents had this album of Christmas songs, and I believe it was Andy Williams singing it. I'm not sure. But it was a beautiful song, and it's got that dramatic part, in despair I bowed my head, and something about that song just resonated with me in sort of a dramatic, theatric way when I was a kid. And I've always enjoyed it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song. There's a movie right now that I'm about halfway through that was on GAC called, I think it's called The Bells on Christmas Day, but it's about Henry Wadsworth Longfellow and his life and sort of the genesis of the poem that provides the lyrics for that song. If you don't know the song, look it up and read the lyrics. It's beautiful. And really, I think it describes the process that many of us go through. We hear the bells on Christmas Day, and we think, they're saying peace on earth, goodwill to men, and that's wonderful for a short time, and then we're in the new year, and we're back to doing what we do. And at one point, he says, in despair I hung my head, there is no peace on earth. I said, the wrong prevail, the right shall fail, no peace on earth, goodwill towards men. But then he comes back from that and he realizes that that's not true. We can have peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Maybe not in a grand sense. Maybe there's always going to be wars. Maybe there's always going to be disagreements. But in our own life, we can practice that. We can be more accepting, not compromising, but accepting. And we can be more loving and caring. So I guess that's my holiday message, is to try to bring a little peace on earth and goodwill towards men into your own heart, into your own family, into your own life, and practice it. Don't just practice it at Christmas. Practice it all year. But if you take my bumper sticker, I'm going to get you. Oh, goodness. This is good stuff. I always appreciate how the tobacco, the blend of the year that I make becomes very Virginia biased. And it's because I smoke Haunted Bookshop all the time. And when I'm smoking something unique, it's usually a Virginia Perique. So that's the stuff that gets in there. 8 o'clock coffee with a dash of cinnamon thrown in. I do that once I go on vacation. I put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top of the grinds before I run the percolator. I don't know why. I started doing it one year and I thought, oh, that's nice. Kind of tastes like Christmas. Very little. It's a very light flavor. And I drink it black, so. Not adding any calories. One of those artificial creamer thingies. But yeah, I like it. So, wife is off to Pittsburgh today. I'm going to finish my chest of drawers. I've been working on this for a long time. It's been set aside for a while, and I think everything is handmade using hand tools only. The entire carcass has been built that way. I just need to get this done. I'm going to get some wood and I'm going to go to Home Depot and get some pre-plane surface wood, and I'm going to knock up drawers on a router and just get it done. I'll put pine faces on them. I'll show you when it's done. And then maybe in the future when I have time, I'll make furnace again. Actual dovetail drawers and all that, but I just got to get this done. Shop organization is coming along really well. Very happy with it. So, yeah. Anyway, folks, I think I babbled long enough, and hopefully some of you enjoyed some of this. I will once again wish you Merry Christmas, and I believe I'll have a video before the New Year, so I won't wish you a Happy New Year just yet, but wish you Merry Christmas and all the best for you and yours. May you have a Christmas full of peace and love, and may you experience goodwill towards men. With that, my friends, take care, and until we chat again, I will look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye now.